This week on Big Eyes, we're joined by Evan of HBCUAnime, and we discuss the big week with One Piece, Black Clover's 7th anniversary, and Evan's recent journey into the manga space. Episode 103, let's get it. The Big Eyes Podcast. Welcome back. It's an all new week, all new Big Eyes, episode 103. As always, it's AD and LJ back at it again.
Man, listen, the new era is starting off crazy. New era of Big Eyes.
Man, listen.
I told you these next 100 are gonna be crazy. We had 103, we had 101. That was crazy. We had JB on last week. Shout out to the homie JB. And we're gonna keep the guests rolling.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We got to keep the guests rolling. And today we got a very special guest. Oh, it's a returning guest. Last time we had a big ass party on here. Last time he was on, but this time he pulled up Dolo.
Yeah,
you may know him as HBCUAnime himself. My boy Evan. Evan, what's good, man?
What's happening, y'all? What's
Man.
going on?
Welcome back, man.
Listen, last time you was here, we was celebrating One Piece, and then One Piece dropped a crazy ass chapter again today.
Went stupid this week, man. It went stupid.
I think Evan's I think you're the One Piece like lucky charm, bro.
You feel me? And now look at One Piece. We're goddamn hacked. Is what we are. We've been hacked.
Hey, that is one of the news stories, man. We could go ahead and get off with that because.
Hey, that's really wild. Shout out to whoever just had time for pure chaos that day.
Like, bro, what? Like, really, bro? And we was about to get roofies, right? It's about to get upgraded. That's crazy.
It is insane. If you haven't seen, Toei Animation has announced that its internal network has illegally been accessed by third parties and corrupted the files and affecting the scheduling and broadcast of many of its anime series, including One Piece, Dragon Quest. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that it did this, man. Like at the worst time and the best time at the same time, man. What?
Absolute worst time. The worst time.
Hey, shout out to the whatever 13-year-old that woke up. Some little 13-year-old woke up with pure chaos on his mind. He's like, how can I fuck up everybody's day today?
With evil intent, bro. Everybody talking about, oh, Wano's dragging on. Oh, Wano this. Oh, Wano that. And we about to get some Wano internet breaking moments. And
I'm saying.
Now we shutting it down. Like, what?
Exactly. Like that's the crazy thing, man. Like, you know how we have like Attack on Titan breaking the internet, Dragon Ball Super breaking the internet. Niggas can't even get One Piece out the gate, man. Like, what's going on here, man?
Everybody always want, but the One Piece hate at this point. It was a Naruto fan, bro. It was a Naruto. It was definitely a Naruto fan that did it, bro. I'm 95.
And Sasuke is his favorite character. We already know. He's on dirt. He's on dirt.
I started getting Dr. Stone, so I'm on my Senku stuff. I'm 10 billion% sure it was Naruto fan.
That's funny. You listen, man. I was like, you know what, the One Piece thing. I was like, you know, they got 1,000 episodes. They'll be alright. Saw the new Digimon. I was like, no one cares about Digimon. And then I saw Dragon Quest, and then that's when I got mad. I was like, all right, nigga, what the fuck Dragon Quest do to anybody? I was like, Dragon Quest ain't do shit to no one.
I'm saying, dog.
Dragon Quest caught a stray.
No, that's funny, bro. I was sick, bro. I seen that this morning. You wanna know how I seen it? I seen it on LinkedIn.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild.
Like, what?
Hey, someone is definitely they're showcasing their work
Look
now.
what they can do. They put that on their resume.
They like, yeah, bro. None of y'all niggas is getting jobs today.
That's funny as hell, man. Yeah. So, I mean, shout out to whoever had time on their hands that day to really throw everybody's day off with that.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
And some more news. I mean, it's kind of tied into this week in manga too, because they're celebrating their 7th anniversary. Black Clover movie officially announced for 2023.
Yes, sir. We got the first little teaser trailer. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about Black Clover, Evan?
All right, so my Black Clover experience is very peculiar, right? Because I didn't like it at first. I didn't like it until it got to the underwater city, and once that arc to me was what when Black Clover started turning up and like never looked back. That's when I became a really big fan. And then when it ended, I kind of fell off when they were getting into like the Spade Kingdom part, but came back and I watched up to where it ended subtly, and I'm like, nah, right? So picked up the manga. The manga is gas. Like I love the manga. The manga is fire. So I love Black Clover. I really do like Black Clover. Do I like it better than My Hero? I don't know. I don't know. It's very close.
Ooh.
Very close. It's very
I could see how I could see, but like I think low key, I think that's a very fair comparison.
Yeah, yeah,
I think the only thing that My Hero has in terms of popularity over Black Clover is that they touch more on things that are more popular right now, which is superheroes.
yeah. That's a
yeah.
I
Like if Black Clover came out with like during the Harry Potter times, oh, Black Clover would be smoking My Hero right now.
out to Marshall, but I don't know. This. I like this war arc though better than the war arc in My Hero. Not this second one. Not this second one going on right now because I really think it's turning up. But the first war arc,
Oh, you saying you like the Spade more than the first war arc?
yes.
Wait, you like Spade more than the elves?
Do I like Spade more than the elves?
No, I think he's saying like the first war arc in My Hero.
My Hero.
Oh,
I
first
mean,
war
but
of My
even
Hero.
with Spade and the elves, if I'm going with the manga, yeah, I do. Because the manga,
Ooh.
like when he starts training, like how the anime ends off when he's training with
Like he's about to train with his demons.
yeah, and what happens after that is like is fire, it's fire, and the elves come back.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Black Clover. I think the progression with Black Clover, all in all, from like the elves, it because I'm like you, where like it really didn't start hitting on me until like they got to the underwater kingdom, and then you got the Dark Triad there, and it's a lot of teamwork, fighting going on, and you see Asta kind of level up his sword skills, all of that stuff happening, and then we get into the elves, the Royal Knight exam, the thing with what's his name, the vice captain of the Golden Dawn, going into the Spade Kingdom.
And
It,
what's his name?
it
Um,
I think
what's
his name is like Longris or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you got all of that happening, man, and it's just like Black Clover has been putting together a solid story, all in all, and it's just like you know. For what it's worth, from the beginning, like you get the Naruto comparisons, and you get some of that, like it does the shonen things, but like it still carves its own way, and like has great art to go along with it. So I really don't think like there's anything wrong with Black Clover. I'm glad that they're getting this love and a chance to show out for their 7th anniversary.
Yeah, for sure. Are we? So is this Black Clover movie? Y'all think it's gonna be canon? Since the manga
That's the
or the
question
anime
that I'm trying
ends
to.
with
That's the
Dante.
real question I want to figure out. Is it what are they gonna do with this movie?
I think it may be somewhat canon because they do have like a lot of canon stuff in the anime that they don't even touch on in the manga. So like they mention it in the manga, but they show like the whole like experience in the anime. So it may be a canon movie.
Mm.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think a canon movie would definitely work with it. I think canon movies in general, um, I think especially with the past couple years, they have definitely shown that.
Yeah, they've been hitting.
Yeah, they've been
Yeah,
hidden. I
They've been
mean,
hitting.
fucking Demon Slayer movie changed the whole game.
yeah. Evan, real quick, how do you feel about Attack on Titan?
I didn't watch this new episode because I just got in, but I mean, shoot, I don't think it's gonna change. My girl Hans is coming, so I think it's amazing. I think it's a 10 out of 10. I think it's dare I say better than Case Closed. I won't say that though. I said dare I say, as in I could say that, but
Hey, I love your commitment to Case Closed.
I would
Yeah, man.
I would never ever fold on Case Closed ever in my life, ever.
That's hilarious. Nah, I mean, a shout out to our lookout boys. They had a good discussion last week about what's gonna come next, especially because now they have officially announced that AOT is not gonna part 2 is not going to be the complete story.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about that because I mean it's okay. I just don't feel like waiting.
So are you in favor of a part 3 or are you in favor of a movie to end it?
If they're really gonna halt this, I'm in favor of a movie. Um, I'm also in favor of an anime original ending. But also, if they don't do an anime original ending, I wouldn't be mad either.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the anime original ending could be coming. I think that if they do something like a movie, quote unquote, is going to be presented as, I could see them presenting it as, we have this TV special, like an hour
Yeah,
and a half long TV special for, you know, AOT or hour 15, whatever it may be, and they just wrap up the complete story with that final joint. But I don't see how a movie makes sense. This feels like dropping a movie during this time, especially where it's gonna end at. It feels like just a very weird way to just drop people into the AOT
Yeah, mainly
universe.
because it's
yeah,
like it's not like what buildup is there? Everything's going on. Like especially like right
Yeah.
now, it's like it started. So that's where the buildup would be, I guess, which is the episodes now, like with the backstories and with Han just getting the ops together and just talking to him and shit like that. That would be the buildup. But it's like that's over.
yeah.
I'm about to watch this new episode. If this new episode is what I think it is, that's over. Um, it's like what are you gonna show the? There is like backstories or flashbacks with Aaron when he's like when that kid, if you know, you know when he talks to that kid. But yeah, I don't understand what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I think this week's episode was a good one. I've been lighting up on my AOT slander. I just been letting them rock. I've been giving AOT fans hell for like a year and a half. I'll let them live for a little bit. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there any other news that popped off this
It
week?
it really wasn't that much news other than that, man. Like it's really been a light week.
I
You
mean,
know.
Akutame's back on
Oh yeah, he took a
medical
break.
leave.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm getting tired of these. Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna say I'm getting tired of it, but we got to find a different schedule for these mangaka,
I'm
bro.
saying nah, bro. Because here's the thing, dog. Like Oda took a break this week after dropping the biggest bombshell that niggas have been waiting for, and I'm sick of it. Like I'm happy that he does this because it's like it builds the suspense. But like, come on, dog. Like don't build bad habits for everybody else because now we all gonna be like sitting here like, all right, so what's really gonna happen in the next chapter?
I mean, shit. Oda got the. There are some good chapters this week, but Oda got the chapter of the fucking
Yeah, that nigga,
month right now.
he's insane.
Yeah, he
He's
he is a madman.
Breaking. Listen, 10 years in the making.
I
Listen,
don't think
man,
Damn
he's
near.
human. I don't think he's human.
he
Like you
he's
see
not.
how he is as an athlete, like that nigga's not human. He's
Not
that's
he's
iRobot
different.
right there.
It's iRobot. I mean, shit. I just, however that dude's mind works, he's in a league of his own. Like there were some other good chapters, and My Hero chapter was straight this week with I'm not really feeling this Toga storyline.
Oh, is
I
that
Just
what
mean,
like
he's
it's been there for the whole time. Like we have to get through it, man. With Toga,
it feels forced.
doing? Oh shit.
It feels forced. Like this whole Toga, Ochaka, and Deku love triangle thing that they're trying to make, like it doesn't feel natural.
That's a fact. I mean, Toga is like just insanely peculiar. Like
yeah,
that's
she's been dropping hints.
yeah. I was about to say like that's been the setup, but it's like it's been the setup. But to say it is forced, like could still make sense, just because it's like how they're setting it up. But they have been setting it up to their credit. Like it's been it like you said, it has been there for a little minute.
I mean, it has been, but like where it's happening now, and like even his explanation on like why his danger sense isn't triggering because Toga only kills the people that she has like real affection for. I'm like, nigga, if someone's still trying to kill you, wouldn't your life still feel like it's in danger?
That's
Like,
a fact. That is a fact. Does not count. That is not.
And then then her trying to kill him, then being like, "I want you to be my boyfriend," and it's like it's just kind of like, all right, like where is this? Like, why are you throwing this in the story right now? Like, this is something that should have been resolved. I
That is
feel
true. That's true. I would say that should have been resolved when she broke into the hero license exam.
But
bingo.
well, yes and no, because the whole setup with the villains in its entirety wasn't even fleshed out at that point yet.
That is true. That's true. But
Like
would that be something that is big to the story, where to the point where it has to develop, or would it be something where it's like, okay, we can just get this out the way now?
I would say that it should have, like, if we were gonna say like it should have happened anywhere, it should have happened like within this little like, well,
Should
last year's
happen. It
Deku
should have
arc.
happened when
You
Twice
know,
died.
not not even that, because we were still in the middle of the war. It really should have happened like when Dark Deku happened. Like that's when it really should have happened. Like where Toga could like step her way in and make a move on Deku, because she sees like, oh shit, like he's not the same person. Let me talk him down, or like however Toga would have played the shit. But like, because we get the moment at the end of the whole arc with Uraraka, talking to the people saying like they're attacking because of him. Like, why should we let him back inside of UA? We should kick him out.
Yeah.
I say that would have probably been like the most accurate thing. But I think like, I don't know, man. I feel like this is the only other time we get a chance to do this, because it's before the big shit happening with everything else.
I feel that if this doesn't end with like Uraka really duffing her shit, I'm gonna be mad. If this really ends
Yeah,
with a Toga
yeah.
face turn, I'm gonna be pissed.
That's hilarious. I'm for that. All in favor. I
Listen, like, bro, I feel that is the only way that I would be like content with this ending, because I was for a Toga face turn for a minute, but I think now that ship has sailed.
Yeah,
That ship is gone. Like, she done chose her side. It is what it is. This really got to end with like, oh girl, like really punching Toga in the face. She
yeah.
gotta no gravity punch her down to earth, bro. Like, it got to be one of those
that
moments.
panda will go crazy.
That's
Imagine
what
if
I'm
she's able to
saying.
reverse gravity. Like she go from zero gravity to like all like nigga.
Touch Toga floating in the air. She floats up and just you just see Toga just spike into the ground on some Dragon Ball
Yeah.
Z shit. I'll pop so crazy. I would go so crazy if that happens. But
Hey
like,
man.
I don't know. And then it's I like how, but also it's like Deku has to deal with this while at the same time they got Shigaraki locked up in his cage, and they like, hey, we can't come save you, bro, because if we have to stop this dude's power, we all finna die. So
Yeah.
you gotta find your way. Yeah, they really hit this nigga with like, you gotta find your own way. Like, you gotta get your own ride, bro. Like, ain't enough room in the car for all of us. So that man, he gotta walk. I was like, damn. Horikoshi's gonna stretch this out for as long as possible.
He is. Ever
Yeah,
since he
man.
said, this is the last, this is the end." I feel like that's been on his mind.
He about to hit a Tom Brady on us. Watch.
No
Oh
cap,
yeah. Yeah.
bro. Because it's like, bro, why right here? It's so much that you could like expand on with this story. Why right here? What's going on?
I mean, I think it's the perfect time, because it also gives him a chance to, if he wants to, do the little Chainsaw Man Part 2 Dragon Ball Z
Touche.
over Dragon Ball type thing, it's a little time skip or something.
That is very true. That's very
Time skip the time skip shit done. That ship done sell for me too. Time skip should have happened after the war thing.
I mean, yes and no, because I'm saying we still getting a complete story here. Like, for what it's worth, like from the beginning to end, this is how they becoming heroes. This is Deku getting all for one. I mean, one for all, and all of this. I think like for everything that we've built up to, we're getting a decent enough story to where, if he wants to come back and do a part two, the ability is there. That's all. That's all it is for me. Because like even with the vigilantes thing, like they're telling a complete story, and at the same time, even though it's running too long, in my opinion, but like you know that's something else. So I think, I don't know, man. My hero is doing what it can.
These niggas just need to do what fucking One Piece does and keep it all one damn show. What is the point? What's the point of these Shippudens and Rees and all? Like, what is the point? Just make it one thing. And Super and Z and what's Kai, whatever. Just keep it one thing. Keep it.
So you would prefer the One Piece method of just building the world like as
Yeah,
expansive as possible than breaking it.
100%.
I think that's the one thing that One Piece did, is that I think even from the jump, like from day one, One Piece let you know like it's a big ass world. Like this
Mhm.
is a
Yeah.
big ass thing. Like we're building this up for the long run. I don't think a lot of other mangas have really spread their universe out like wide enough for them to have these expansive ass things. But
Yeah.
I mean,
Losing recipe.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree with that though. I think if you're gonna part to it, or it, unless it is a true short series, something like Chainsaw Man, which is only like what 90 100 chapters,
Yeah.
whatever. If it's unless it's like really short stories like that, if you're already at what chapter 300, what's another 300 really gonna do? you know, like you might as well just keep it going, keep it flowing,
Might as
and keep
well.
it all in one
What
place.
I have a question on, and then we can move on to the next thing. But like, what if they do it something like JoJo's? Because they up to like 8 parts at this point. Like
Yeah,
how?
JoJo's is different though, because JoJo's is no, it's the family is the main character. So and I feel like with that concept, like that was the concept that was intended from the show. It wasn't nothing that was just like, oh, we can low key do this
Yeah, that's very true.
like that. You feel me? Like it was already a planned concept that the Joestar family was going to be the main characters. So
Yeah,
I think with JoJo's, it's a unique concept of the parts instead of just being, oh, we finished this, let's do a big ass time skip and make Shippuden or make Super or make Next Generation. You feel me?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. That's very true.
Eh, eh. Either way, I don't know. I think My Heroes. There's a lot of things they could have done, and I think they've reached their course. If this ends, cool. If he wants to extend it, whatever. I don't believe anything Horikoshi says anymore. Nothing at all. I believe nothing at all what he says. He's gonna pop up and like, watch. I'm telling you, he's gonna drop that new volume and see what them fucking sales numbers are, and he's gonna see that check
that
going to
nigga,
that account.
hmm
He's gonna be like, "Eh, shit. Do I really gotta stop?"
Nah, I can go a little bit longer.
after 2 months of being away from manga writing of My Hero, I've decided to come back on some Brady shit.
Oh yeah, definitely watch. But nah, what's it called? But yeah, back to the real chapter. I was saying One Piece. That
Yeah,
this joke thing is.
yeah, man. If you don't understand what this means in the context of One Piece, let's break it down for a little minute because we spent the whole 2 hour session last year breaking down the entirety of One Piece up to Wano. And if you want to go listen to the episode, go ahead, man. Like it's a fun time. But we're here. We have Kaido knocking out Luffy. Like he gets a whole title card and everything, and it shows like he actually wanted to fight. And it just seems like Luffy is first of all, Luffy is actually dead. Like this nigga is not moving. He let out all his breath. He's unconscious, like black eyes. And where usually somebody is unconscious, they're just wide eyed. Nah, this nigga is like a corpse on the ground. So we get that, and then we go into the the whole thing with Kaido breaking down into the just like talking greasy to everybody else on the whole island while it's still floating on fire. Like, yeah, y'all captain dead. I took him out. Where the little boy at? Bring him out here. Like, we got to stop this whole thing. Y'all about to be slaves for the rest of y'all
Hey,
lives.
low key, I respect how Kaido's a man of honor though. He was like, "This war ain't over until this nigga surrenders."
Yes.
Like
Exactly.
that's some honorable shit. I gotta give Kaido that. That's some
Yeah.
honorable shit. He's like, listen, we gonna keep fighting until this nigga say he quit. So like y'all want to continue to die, that's fine by me. But there's only one way this really ends. Somebody
Yeah.
gotta wave the white flag.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And then we get into everybody's just like, nah, that's Cap. Luffy's not dead. Nami going crazy. Marco shows up, blocks attack from Kaido, but it's just going crazy all on this floating island that Kaido is just like he's really about to win. But then we just end the chapter with the giant elephant Zunisha, who is friends with Joy Boy. Joy Boy was first mentioned way back in Fishman Island. We got that arc started around, I want to say 2011, 2012, somewhere around that era. And there's a whole thing with him, like with the Noah's Ark thing, and like he banished his friend the elephant to like walk around the earth for 800 years. Like he's a legend that like had this whole thing going on. It's like a whole conspiracy. It's part of One Piece. But we get to the end of this chapter, and then we have this elephant who's talking to Momo. He's like, "Yo, I hear the drums of liberation. I haven't heard this sound in 800 years." And then you get the last page. It's just like panning to Luffy, and then you hear him say, "He's returned. Joy Boy is here." And then Luffy, for some strange reason, has like his hair dripping, like it looks like some slime, and he's about to like resurrect as he's grinning with smoke coming out his mouth. You know it, and then Oda goes on break. Oda goes on break, dog. For 2 weeks, we have to figure out something that we've been waiting for the last 10 years, and then he gets us with this whole thing about, yo, what if his fruit actually isn't rubber? Like, what is his devil fruit actually about? Because Shanks stole his fruit from the world government. Like, people are on his head now because Shanks went to the world government and said, "Hey, I'd like to talk to you about a certain man." Like snitching on supposedly Luffy now. And now this whole thing about, is Shanks really an op? Like, what is up with Luffy's fruit? Like, if it's not rubber, what is it? You know what I'm saying? And then we gotta sit here for 2 whole weeks. I don't know what show, I don't know what series, other than One Piece, has had the ability to make niggas have conspiracy theories for over 20 years about what the fuck is gonna happen next, dog. And like pissed at the writer for not bringing out some more shit, dog. Oda's the GOAT. Top one. I'm sorry.
He
It's
is the
Monkey D
GOAT.
season.
Oda is indeed the GOAT. Oda is indeed the GOAT.
Evan, you got some conspiracy theories about this whole Joy Boy situation?
Well, I've been looking on YouTube about the like y'all was saying, the true nature of Luffy's devil fruit, and these conspiracy theories are it's crazy how, like, even if they're not true, it's crazy how, like, on point they are. But yeah, just about his devil fruit not really being about rubber, but being about, what was it? It's been a minute since I watched it, but what was it? It was about,
Some people were saying like the Goku fruit. Some people were saying like it's resin or like something, man. I don't know. It's a lot of different
yeah.
things.
Basically, I seen a theory like saying like it's an OPS fruit, and that there was a theory that Shanks had actually taken the wrong devil fruit. Um, and then there was also a theory that um Joy Boy's whole crew is about to reincarnate in the Straw Hat. So I'm enjoying the conspiracy theories a lot.
Yeah,
I like how he got like slime dreads at the end of it.
yeah, man. It's,
Luffy, Luffy, low key Caribbean. This is
Bro, I'm
what
trying to
we
tell you,
learning, bro.
they came out. They might have to make some changes in that live action.
Hey, they laid some more of the cast. Hey, they shout out to the fish nigga.
yeah, shout out to
Hey,
Arlong.
listen. I always said, bro, I always a fishman niggas, bro. Every single time. It
That's a
don't matter
fact,
what
bro.
series.
That's a fact.
Listen, you go
Fishmen
to
always
any
do.
series, if there are some underwater people, they always niggas.
From Little Mermaid to goddamn Shark Tale.
Bro, listen, Ursula was black.
That's a fact.
Shark Tale was all black. Bro, Ursula looked like three of my aunties, bro.
Bro, that's crazy, bro. All the fishmen in freaking folktale anime, whatever you want to call it, are niggas.
They always are niggas, bro. And then we look and saw the guy that got cast as Arlong, and I was like, wow, that's what's up. They got a real life black man playing them. So shout out to him.
Nigga, then
Yeah.
Fisher Tiger came. I'm like, yeah, these are niggas. You can't tell me.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, Fisher Tiger came, and I was just like, yeah, he's
These are niggas. You cannot
yes,
tell
bro.
me
You
nothing.
can't say anything, bro. They be on they like, and they be like super prideful too about it. Like they be on their Umar stuff.
Mhm.
Like this, they're not really like regular. They're always like radical. Like they're not ever just like
Do
you know
not
niggas
do
that
Them
be
the
that
chilling.
OG Black
blood.
Panthers.
Do not
Yeah,
see that
bro.
white man blood at all. Don't do that. And I respect
Nah, bro.
it. No.
They be on. Listen, bro. They be on their Rizza Islam, bro. They be on their 5%ers, bro.
Yo,
Man, listen. What's the fishman equivalent of a bean pie?
shoot. That's a great question.
That is a great question.
That's what they slinging down there. Shrimp pies.
Shit, they are fishmen. I wouldn't be surprised if they had
They,
some like bean pies for real, for real.
No
man,
God.
listen. They slinging kelp pies, seaweed pies. That's crazy.
That new world. That's what they call it. The new world.
New world. But no, I think this Joy Boy thing. I think it's coming at such a critical time, such a great time in the story. I think that this final battle of Kaido. I mean, my only issue is that this is definitely stretching Wano out for another
Oh yeah, that's a
maybe
fact.
20 chapters.
Niggas thought, oh yeah, we're in Act 3, let's get it. Act 3 is long as shit.
But
Hey, does
that
Wano end by the end of this year?
yes, guaranteed. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. It's literally because. Well, I'm not gonna say guaranteed. Let me rewind that. Only because Oda likes to take breaks. But in that same breath, this is how we know that we're getting to the end of One Piece because he's starting to like make revelations about certain things and like he's building up to where we're going to go coming out of Wano. Like it's a climactic finish, and in my personal opinion, Luffy's about to have one of the like dopest transformations in anime history.
Finally.
But
I
yeah,
mean, Snake
man.
Man is actually tough, so let me stop saying that. Snake Man
but,
definitely is tough.
but I'm just saying, like we get all of this stuff like to sit on and speculate and everything, and I just think that because of the pacing, where we're about to go, Kaido is already wrecking shit. We're probably going to get into next chapter, and we see the end of the chapter with Luffy's full transformation, or at least a shadow of it. And then we get into him whooping Kaido up for a little second, niggas evacuating, Kaido backstory. Then we're probably speedballing into the end of Wano. So I think we could just see the end of Wano by the end of this year, if I'm being for real, for real.
Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully it's
Yeah,
stretching. It's stretching like
yeah.
a mug right now.
We
Like
got
I
the
just
Shanks movie coming in the
Yeah,
summer
I can't wait
to
for that
hold us
shit.
over.
One Piece Red.
Yeah.
that's gonna be tough, man. I'll be sad if Shanks are opt though.
I would too, bro.
Honest.
I wouldn't, but I mean, they pirates. We can't. We gotta come back to reality sometimes.
I
Yeah.
mean, listen, if I mean Shanks selling out Luffy, I mean that definitely sets up for the next fight.
It
Because we all
does.
know he's next. He is next on the list. I mean, but Luffy, shoot, Kaido whooping his ass.
Exactly.
It is. So we gotta finish up this Kaido fight. However, I mean Big Mom's out the way. Kaido's happening. We gonna see what happens.
Yeah,
We gonna
man.
see what happens. But Evan, I'm happy you're here because lately on Twitter, man, you have been going super hard
So good.
with the manga,
Yes, sir.
man.
Yeah, man.
Like I mean, obviously, listen, obviously we've known you're a huge anime fan. You're reading before, but like, what has definitely sparked this like fascination now with like collecting manga as much as having like even the content that you're even creating with it, which is really dope. Like, I love your like Kaiju number 8 video, like the first chapter reviews and the other things that you're doing with it. So kind of like I mean, obviously other than just being a fan, what kind of just like jumpstarted you of just like, you know what, I'm about to start just collecting these things
Right.
heavy and really documenting them.
Right. Well, first, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. That shit means a lot. And I mean, I've been trying to do it for a brick now. Like, I always read manga, but just online. And I always told myself I was gonna collect, but I always told myself I'm gonna collect. I want Dead Man Wonderland first, like the whole thing, and that was holding me back. So one day I was just like, man, fuck it, and I went to Barnes and Nobles, and I'm like, damn, it's a lot of manga here. And as soon as I went into Barnes and Nobles, I'm like, bruh, I'm buying something, you know. So went in there, I got so much shit, but when I went in there, I picked up Marshall, I picked up Spy Family, I picked up Undead Unluck, I picked up Case Closed just because if I see Case Closed, I'm grabbing that.
Yeah.
What else I picked up? I picked up Orient, and I think I had picked up like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen Volume Zero, and I was just like, you know what? Let's do it, right? I read Spy Family, gas. I read Marshall, gas. I read Undead Unluck, the first chapter. I didn't read the first volume till later, but gas. And then I'm like, wow, this is. I'm going through. First of all, I'm going through these volumes like it's nothing. I'm going through the hard copies way faster than I was going through the digital copies. So I'm like, wow. And second, this shit is lit. Like, and so I'm looking on YouTube. I'm like, man, I gotta talk about this stuff. And with HBCU anime in general, that's kind of how HBCU anime was made. Just because I'm like, damn, I gotta talk about some shit, you know. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, you definitely, man. Listen, I'm always tapped into the conversations that you're having. You always ask the like the questions that are they're 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 in the realm of things that people know, but they're not like the same repeated
You feel
questions
me?
or the same conversations that
We
we
Yeah,
go more
see
into
like
depth.
all the time.
Yeah, cause
No,
bro, we don't. I'm a Naruto. I'm a Naruto born child. I grew up on Naruto. Grew up on um One Piece. I actually tweeted about it. Grew up on One Piece, rap One Piece, and grew up
yeah,
on what else? Bleach and Zatch Bell and shit like that. But bruh, I get so tired of just seeing the same as Naruto conversations that I'm starting not to. It's not that I'm starting not to like Naruto. I'm just starting not to like the discussions on Naruto. Like I don't like even when I make Naruto videos myself. I don't really like making them no more.
definitely. And I think that and also I think it's just that as anime fans, we have grown past it. Like there's so
yeah.
many things that have came out after it that are just as popular now. Even the newer stuff. There's like is Naruto even worthy to be in this conversation
Bruh,
now anymore?
And it's not even just that. It's like the fact that like we're getting more developed stories. Like people hold Naruto as something near and dear to their heart, which is cool. Like it's a nostalgic moment. It's one of them things. Like it's a generational anime that you grow up on. Like how My Hero it kind of is in this day
that's
and
a
age
fact.
with Demon
We're
Slayer.
getting
So you know
successful.
what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things, but at the same time, man, it's so much more that's beyond that. And I think because we're more experienced anime fans, manga fans, let's say, like we have a more fleshed out idea. And not to say like anything's bad with everybody. It's like everybody got to start from somewhere,
But if
you know?
y'all not gonna talk about it, we gonna make y'all look it up so y'all can talk about it. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because that's basically the point. Like I know that there's anime fans out there that are their diversity in anime is vast, and they just waiting to get it out, just like I'm waiting to get it out. So that's the opportunity to shine. And on top of that, people will be like, "Yo, what is this?" It could be something that everybody like outside of the mainstream. This could be like I guess a sub mainstream, but it's like people don't really they're not expand out of that genre yet. So they're like, "Yo, what is this?" And now we put them on to the next phase of an anime fan. You feel me and stuff like that.
yeah,
So yeah, that's my main goal when making these posts is I want to make the posts have enough engagement to the point where if you don't know nothing else and you just want to engage, you can talk about some mainstream shit. But
Hmm.
also the people that's like trying to be different or just trying to put people on, you could talk about stuff like Astro Lost in Space or Inuyashiki or you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, stuff like that.
No, yeah, that's real. And like you said before, I think now is definitely the conversations now are definitely leaning more towards like how can we create these gateways for these things that maybe are popular still or just not as popular, but just to introduce so many more people to different
Right.
things.
mm-hmm,
Especially classics. Like people gotta
yeah.
understand, like, even though anime I feel now is more popular than it's ever been, it's been around for a very, very
Yeah,
long time.
you gotta pay homage to like the old stuff that we grew up on, man. Like and that other people have grew up
And
on.
there's definitely those before his time. I mean, not before his time, ahead of his time classics. Like, um, recently I picked up Battle Angel Alita.
Oh, I
Mm-hmm.
just picked that shit up
Yo,
too the other day. You get the omnibus?
yo,
The big thick
into this
joint, bro.
joint, and oh my god, like, damn, this shit is good. I'm trying to I seen a manga that I was reading it in the store just because it was a sequel. It's 21st Century Boys, but I know 20th Century Boys is the original manga, but they didn't have volume one. I was kind of pissed because 21st Century Boys. I was reading a little of the first chapter, and the shit was lit as hell. But I'm like, damn, I wanna know how this started, you know. So yeah,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
and with manga, that's another thing with manga, and even taking this manga uh collector journey and starting the HBCU manga club and stuff like that. It's expanded my manga um palette with like at first all the stuff I was getting was a lot of Shonen Jump stuff. Like even though
Mhm.
they're
Mm-hmm.
fire, like but it was a lot of Shonen Jump stuff. And now with stuff like 21st Century Boys or Witch Hat Atelier Witch Hat
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Atelier or something.
that joint is fire. And uh, Battle Angel, and what else did I get? Well, I had to get Wolf Children just because I fucking love Wolf Children.
Oh, Wolf Children's
Yeah,
dope.
I seen that. I was like, yeah, that's mine. And I got what? I finally found Vagabond Volume One, so I got that too and stuff like that. So it's it's the journey is like it's like it's like growing locks. The maturity comes with the journey. That's a nice.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's so now that you're definitely collecting a lot more mangas and whatnot. Do you? Because for me, how I see manga and how I see anime, or like what I look for in manga and what I look for in
Mhm.
anime, like I have two different criterias for it. Like, do you feel that you have different criterias for like what you enjoy for as a manga than what you do for an anime?
Absolutely, because I feel like mangas are way better. So with when it comes to anime, besides Attack on Titan, as just
Hey, Johnny, hey, JB, when you listen to this episode, I need you to cut that part right there for the YouTube. All right, mangas are way better. I just need you to cut that part. All right, we at the 40-minute mark, my guy.
besides Attack on Titan,
Ah,
I don't really expect the anime to be as gas like with Demon Slayer. Even though I watch Demon Slayer now just because I still love the animation and I still love the story, just because I love reading it in the manga. But in the manga, I don't know. I just got way more emotionally attached to it than I have been in the anime. But with Attack on Titan, I'm not gonna lie, it's been the same. But other than that, so with animes, I don't know, I don't expect as much. And then also with reading manga, that was the first time I ever like got to experience like, oh, in animes they changed the fuck out of shits like Promise Neverland and My Hero season 5, like arc swapping, cutting MVA and doing whatever the fuck they did with MVA, and then My Hero with season 2 just going in the garbage can. Just that was getting into manga and reading manga. That was my first like, damn, they really be fucking shit up. Because when my first manga that I read ever was Naruto, and that's because I was trying to. I was like, nah, fuck all this. I'm gonna. They're ending the shit right now in the book, so I'm gonna read this shit. And that's when I got to see Eight Gates guy and what was going on with Madara and Kaguya and the whole shebang, right? And then, but with the anime, it didn't. It basically did the same thing. So I didn't really. That's I had the expectation that anime and mangas were basically the same shit. But then as I started to get more into the culture and what with between anime and manga, I started to see like, wow, they really be fucking shit up. So with manga, I just expect, and that's something that I like in general. Like even with animes that I look for, I just expect a really well written story that's appealing. Like with Marshall, for example, having a Harry Potter world and the nigga doesn't have any magic, but he's strong as fuck. Um, and he basically goes to Hogwarts and he's faking having magic because he's strong as fuck. And but even like with Marshall, like that alone is enough to expand on the story, but the side characters around it also, just with the magic that they're using and their backstories and stuff like that, it's very well written. So just with mangas, I just expect.
Yeah, I think
Oh, go ahead.
no, I'd say I think one thing that Marshall does so well. I mean, even we talked about this on the show of just like they do a great way of getting that dry humor across and like the humor across in a way that is very understandable
Facts.
because
yep.
like once again when it comes to how when it comes to translations and jokes, like how like the comedy in Japan and how things are supposed to be written and taken as when it's written in the traditional language, it doesn't always translate the same in in the English language.
Right.
So the fact that they're able to kind of translate it in a way where for as a as a Western reader and an English reader, I'm still able to catch the humor and catch the jokes in it. That's the best part. And then once again, that just goes back to just great writing. Because I'm with you on that of just when I'm reading manga, I think storytelling and writing are so much more important to me. And then after that, it's probably art style.
Mm,
When I'm watching an anime, the legit art style and animation could save a bad story for me. Like if I'm able to just
Yeah.
like really dive into the art and like everything looks like very visually pleasing, I can probably take a step back on like, okay, this story isn't like the absolute best, but I can still continue to watch it because it's visually pleasing to me.
that's a fact. And just to add on with Marshall, because Marshall is gas. Absolutely love reading Marshall. One thing I like um about it, and it's not even something that I even look for because I don't really when it comes to comedy and anime, if it makes me laugh, it'll make me laugh. But if it doesn't make me laugh, the story is still usually pretty good. So I don't really like deduct points or whatever, or like stop watching or reading. But with Marshall, like they do a really good job of um shifting the comedy with the characters that they introduce. Like when it starts off,
Mm-hmm.
Mash is a majority of the comedy, and it's funny. But then as it
Mm-hmm.
gets into the story, like the firehead dude that thinks he's the main character, he's funny as shit. Like he's
Yep.
Yeah.
um, yeah, I think that with these side characters, they do a very even Finn, because Finn wasn't funny to me when he got introduced. He wasn't all that funny. But even like now, like I'm on volume, I think I just finished volume 3. I'm on volume 4 right now. Finn is kind of like he's growing on me too with the I can't be alone. I'm gonna get scared as fuck type shit. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so like I think they do a really good job with like transferring the comedy when it needs to be and not having one character like carry the comedy.
Definitely. I think it's that, and also like for another thing with Marshall, they set it up so well where not only is the comedy just that good, but they can set up a serious moment off the comedy and make you really feel for like Mash in a certain moment, or like some of these other characters in certain moments. Like they become really powerful, even though Mash was probably saying something like in a joke, like early on when he's busting through the walls for the little exam to
Mm-hmm.
get into the school. You know what I mean? It's such a serious moment, but he's shitting on his teacher, man. Like, and he spends like the first, I think I want to say it's like the first 2 volumes, but he spends like a good 20 chapters just like on
Yeah,
the teacher head. And then when he gets to the point where it's like his teacher starts to threaten his friends, he shoves them into the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like some on some Looney Tunes shit. Like, come on, dog. And it's a serious
this
moment, but
man
it's
like
Looney
sat
Tunes
down a
moment.
whole proctor.
It's so good. Yeah.
Built different. Before we start wrapping this up, is there what are some of your favorite running mangas right
Right
now
now,
that you've been tapping? Yeah, that you've definitely
Yeah.
started tapping into, or and running right now.
so right now, I'll make sure that I'm looking at all my stuff right now. So right, definitely Marshall, definitely Spy Family. Um, what I have right now that's still on. So I guess I would have to. Oh no 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 no. So it's between Undead Unluck and Kaiju number 8. I really like Undead Unluck, but that because I only got the first volume for Kaiju number 8, but that first volume was fire. Like that's gas. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Kaiju number 8. I picked up Doctor Stone, but where it leaves off from season 2 of the anime, I've been enjoying it. Like the story is really good. Um, so I,
We might have to do some
yeah,
Dr. Stone talk, man.
Leave me out of it.
Listen.
Y'all two can do it. Leave me out of it. I don't know
I might
that.
have put out a casting
you know what
call,
I'm
Dr.
saying?
Stone
Yo,
discussion on
but I
Big
guess
Eyes.
since Doctor Stone ended, yeah, I would go with I'm gonna read volume 2 of Undead Unluck today too. So I might tweet y'all and be like, "Yo, switch Kaiju and Undead," but I'm gonna go with Kaiju just because that first volume was fire. That first,
Hey, that first in the cover is nasty.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that shit was good. That was
That's also another
I think
thing.
volume 2 drops in
yeah,
like next
yeah,
month.
Yeah.
April and shoot, that's when I can finally get volume 4 of Spy Family, and I think I gotta get volume 13 or 12 of Doctor Stone because Barnes and Noble sold on me.
Nah, yeah, yeah, man, I can't get with Doctor Stone. But I will say this is that the cover art for mangas is a big way I'll buy it. If the cover art's cold, I'll buy it, even if I've never read it
That
before.
kind of
Yeah.
had me hesitant on Doctor
Yeah.
Stone though. I'm not gonna lie, because I don't like the cover art style. I'm not,
I don't like the art style at all in Doctor
I like
Stone.
the manga art style. I just don't like the cover art. I'm not a big fan of the cover art style. Like I would say like Marshall. I like Marshall's covers. I like
Undead Unluck got some
Yeah.
crazy ones.
which one?
Yeah.
Undead
Yeah,
Unluck.
Undead Unluck
Undead
got some good
Unluck.
covers. Jujutsu Kaisen got some good covers. Chainsaw Man got some good covers. Uh,
Chainsaw Man
Hmm.
probably definitely got my favorite covers of like the past
them shit's
couple
so hard.
years.
Spy Family, they're very basic, but they're good. Like it goes well. They're covers because it's just one
Yeah.
person or two people like on the cover just chilling, but they go together.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I try. I hope you didn't catch up on Tokyo Revengers. I try to save you.
Yo, I didn't this sort of. I'm caught up. Just I'm one chapter behind because I made a video. I'm like, will Takamichi ever learn how to fight? And niggas was in my comments like, news for
Listen,
you. I
dog.
guess you
That
didn't read the last. I'm like, damn, nigga. It's like,
yeah. It did have it like just read the chapter. Like it's like,
Bro,
oh
save
shit.
yourself the time, bro. I'm listen, Evan. I listen, bro. You the homie. You're the homie. I really just trying to save you from heartbreak.
Hey man, we on your like the angel and devil shit. Read
bro,
it.
them
Nah, don't
niggas
do it,
was like,
dog.
boy, do I have some news for you? I'm like what? I'm pretty sure I just caught up yesterday. What happened? Like,
Oh man, listen, just save it. Just listen, man.
I want to see how it look. I'm not
I
gonna lie. I
care
want to
for
see
you, bro.
the panel.
I want the best for my peoples. You
But
know.
if the panel look like hell nah, then somebody paying for it. Not the
Just read
panel
it.
better
Just
look.
read it.
You know what I'm saying? It better be a believable. Cause I
Come at hey, listen. If it's whack to you, come at AD.
say
That's all I'm gonna
that. Cause,
say.
bro,
Yeah. Just add me how you feel about it. Tell me
We'll jump
personally.
them. All
you
right,
feel me
listen.
on
We'll
some
jump AD.
Because here's the thing, dog. They've been waiting to jump me for this shit just because I was like, oh shit, this is not that bad. From a storytelling perspective, it's not that bad. That being said, I personally already have feelings about Tokyo Revengers that I don't like about it. So I'm saying, I don't know why y'all trying to jump me for giving it that one little thing that it does
which
kind
is
of okay. You know what I'm saying? But
which
that's
is
neither here nor there.
I want to make sure that we're either on the same page or not. Which is what
Literally Takamichi actually knowing how to throw a punch and like the way that is executed is like, oh shit, like he had some power behind that shit.
I
That's
got to
it.
read the chapter
Like,
now.
yeah, that's it. That's all it is. That's why I was like, I don't want to spoil that part because you got to read the chapter, but like, it's like, well, damn, all right,
Yeah.
Yeah, listen,
that's
bro.
it,
Listen,
man.
AD. You know me. You got saved because you sent me that link.
All right, so let me. I want to hear your opinion on it. Like, how do you feel about Takopi?
Oh,
Because it's
Takapi's
supposed to end
hard.
next week. Yeah,
Takapi's
man.
crazy.
Listen,
Hey,
man.
hey, yo, Evan, if you need something else to read online, Takapi, bro.
Akapi
Yeah.
Takopi's original sin, dog. It is fantastic. The last few chapters come out this
what
week.
are we getting a hard you think we're getting a hard copy or not?
I think it's sold out in Japan from what I see, and they're trying to reprint. It hasn't come out
And you
yet,
don't know what's
but like it's
crazy
supposed to be.
is that France gets so much more prints than us.
Man.
That's true.
France gets a lot of shit printed over there.
You,
We like
you
there's
know what
so
it be
much shit that
sometimes
we have
though.
to wait for physicals for.
You know what it is sometimes. I think it's like publishers because Viz ain't the only publishers out here. We got what is it?
Kodacha,
Yen Press, Kodansha, Seven
Viz.
Seas. Yeah, man. We got a couple of people out here who are not just Viz that
Dark
got to compete for
Horse.
some stuff, man. Dark Horse, that's right. Because they got Mob. I
And
think they got
what's
Mob
the other
Psycho.
one? Sig?
I think that's still Viz. I think that's like
Oh,
Viz
really?
for.
Man, fuck Sig. Well, not fuck Sig, because y'all got Hell's Paradise, which I'm trying to get Volume 1 for. The only reason why I haven't started reading Hell's Paradise is because there's like no, I can't get Volume 1 anywhere.
Are you have to buy volume 1, like
I
you have
have
to buy
to.
them. Yeah, that's how I am. I have to buy them in order. If I can't buy them in order, I'm not gonna get it.
It's done. My only like where I drew the line is just because I was like, but I'm really selling myself short on finishing shit because of this. Is where I'll grab the mangas based off where the season left. So with JJK, I grabbed where it leaves off in season 1. With Fire Force, I grabbed where it leaves off in season 2, and with Doctor Stone, I grabbed where it leaves off in season 2. That's the only time I ever won't get Volume 1. And even Doctor Stone, I was trying to get. I would if they would have had Volume 1, I would have started going through that aisle, but they didn't have Volume 1. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go from where season 2 is.
I feel it, man. I'll just grab. I'll be the same way unless like it's really scarce, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it. I have to make the skip anyway. Like I'm probably not gonna find it for a while. Let me go ahead and just copy it while I
You
can.
feel me, bro. What is it? Well, it was one. What manga was it? It might have been Vagabond. They had Volume 2 of Vagabond for a brick, and I was just about to give up on hope. One day, I just walk in, I seen Volume 1. I was like, wow. Like I have to, no matter the condition, and it was in good condition, but no matter the condition, I have to grab this because it's like I'll never get this opportunity ever again.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, so you can't find Vagabond anywhere. I'm at the comic book store damn near every day. I can't find that shit. So
That's another thing. When you have that one store that got a lot of shit, and you take it for granted, like man, if y'all got this shit, I bet you some other shit got. But bro, they don't be having shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness,
You gotta ride across town, man. You gotta.
bro, gas prices,
I'm
hell,
saying, nigga gonna have to start biking to the next. It's
real.
hey,
ridiculous.
listen, I'm not gonna lie. I've definitely become a digital guy though.
Yeah.
I'll just get it digitally, and like I've just learned to just I get the collector things or the things that are like real true to me. Like I'm like I really need this because it's like one of my favorites, or it's like the collector, big edition shit. But like, man,
Right.
listen. Switching to digital has definitely made my life so much easier.
I feel like, and I feel like I'm the same. I feel like I'm the same way, and I do the same thing. That's the only reason why I'm not going. I'm refusing to read digital. Other than what's it called? Tokyo Revengers and My Hero and Black Clover. But even now, it's hard for me to collect. Like I haven't gotten Black Clover or My Hero yet, just because it's hard for me to collect it. I already know what's going on, and it be messing with me. I'm like, bro, I could be getting something else, or I haven't read it yet, but I want to grab y'all. I just can't, and there's so many volumes. Same with Attack on Titan. I want to grab you, but I know what happens. I read you.
Yeah, man. I feel it. I completely get it. I think like just having subscriptions in general or being able to have stuff online, it's all a good thing in general. For me personally,
Yeah,
I think I can't buy unless I really like it, to be honest. Otherwise, I'm definitely gonna stay digital and I'll just read whatever I can. And if I see it on the shelf and I was like, if I'm ever like, you know what, that was dope. Let me go ahead and cop that. Then I'll do it. But
man, I just want Dead Man Wonderland, bro. That's it. Like,
It's a call to action, man. Find my boy Evan Deadman Wonderland.
I'm saying, like, since I
A
was
call to
a
action, please.
kid, since I was a little one, when I told myself eventually I'm gonna get manga, I said that is the one series that I want to complete. I will get the box set if I have to. I want to complete shit. That's the one series I want to complete, and I got 3 volumes. I got 13, 7, and 1. Ugh.
you gotta grab them like the Dragon Balls, man.
Man, what, bruh? I'm gonna have to go. I'm really gonna have to travel across this damn world for them shits.
Nah, I feel that. That's how I feel
Yeah.
about That's how I feel about Demon Slayer though. Like I need that Demon Slayer box set immediately.
Shoot, you come to Maryland, bro. That shit is at Barnes and Nobles right
Oh
now.
shit, need that.
The
Need that.
whole thing at
I'll
Barnes.
I'll listen. I'll drop the 200 for it. I'll drop the 200 for the complete box set. I
Bruh,
need that.
Bowie Town Center right now.
Oh man, well, Evan, man, thank you so much, man, for pulling up on us.
Yeah,
As
man.
always,
Thank you.
open door policy for you on this show.
You ever want to
Tell
get some
tell
takes off?
yeah, you ever need to come on here? You ever
Y'all
feeling?
motherfuckers need to recognize that Case Closed is the best shit to ever happen in our lives, bro. Bro, and Wolf Children, bro, that's the best. Fuck anime. It's the best movie to ever drop, bro. It's better than Now You See Me. It's better than
Hey, can I
fucking
be real? I didn't like Now You See Me. I'm gonna get smoked for this, but
yeah by me. What the fuck? That's my shit. Now You See Me was. I mean, Now You See Me too. We could talk about that, but Now
I
You
ain't
See
see
Me,
Now You See Me too, but Now You See Me one was actually pretty heat.
that shit was fuego.
I ain't fuck with it. That's just me though.
Nah, that's
I hate
that.
everything though. That's my anime trope. Like I hate everything.
Yo, speaking of anime tropes, right? So there's an isekai called The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest. Are y'all hip to that?
I heard the name, but I'm tired of isekais, dog. I'm not gonna hold you.
I am too, but I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it.
It's called what?
Yeah, I know the anime titles. The Strongest Sage with the Weakest Crest.
The strongest sage with the weakest crest. I'll tap into it. I'll be clicking on the dumbest shit.
But
Anime
what?
titles be hilarious. My mom got turned into a refrigerator in 1972. Like
Like,
what?
bro, and the whole thing is when we looking at this, she was like, bro, this shit probably gas. Like,
You find out she's in good
like
times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this shit probably fire. But I had made a tweet a long time ago. It was like if you could make your own anime, like what would it be or some shit like that? Or what would the title be? I was like, what was it? I think I called it um I couldn't make the league, so I reincarnated into a football. And I was like, basically,
Hey
I
yo.
didn't make the league, so when I reincarnated into a football and I realized this shit, you know how they be reincarnated, they don't even be stunned and shit. They be like, oh shit, I reincarnated. So when I reincarnated into the football, I just started fixing all the Ravens games. Like if if
I'm
it needed
dead.
to go wide left, nigga, I was going wide left. If it was a perfect pass and no wind chill, bro, I was going somewhere. Like he wasn't finna catch like Heinz Ward, he would not catch whatever was thrown to him. Santonio Holmes would not catch shit. Um, who else? Who else that I don't like that we be playing? Burrow. Oh my god, everything would be a duck. Everything would be a duck.
Everything would be a duck. What would my anime title be? I blacked out at the strip club. Now I owe the mafia some money.
Oh
That's
god.
that's a hangover. hangover.
Hangover-esque movie or
Hangover.
anime.
I I'll probably do what had happened after I reincarnated into the hood.
Whole time the reincarnation was like a bike or some shit. Like,
AD would have got stolen every other day. He would have had 7 owners. You would have had 7 owners by the end of 36 hours.
the POV of this nigga a bike, like damn, nigga. He start getting mad as shit when somebody just leave him like right on the side with no like no
No
little
kickstand.
yeah.
AD gonna be talking like Nas on "I Gave You Power" when he was rapping like he was the gun.
Yeah. Like, bro, you literally just stole me. You realize you really not gonna like secure me? You just did it. Nigga.
This nigga gonna get tired of it and like purposely break his chain.
Like, bro, you just stole me. No way you about to leave me unprotected, but you just did the shit.
Listen, skip it. I'm about to just have some faulty handlebars. I don't even care
fuck
anymore.
this shit, nigga. I got a flat.
I
Fuck
got
you.
Well, man, Evan, appreciate you as always, bro. Make sure y'all go follow him at HBCUAnime, where there's always some type of fun discussion going on there. And then you're still doing the spaces too, right?
I gotta get back into them joints, bro. I'm really trying to grind with YouTube with the HBCU Manga Club. Road to 1K, man. Road to 1K.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Hey man, listen, subscribe. Subscribe to his YouTube page and make sure you're subscribed to the Lookout YouTube page and
Yes, sir.
make sure you're following, once again, HBCUAnime, and make sure you're following the Lookout RNC as always, and you're subscribed wherever you listen to podcasts. Listen, it's always fun anime conversation, fun manga conversation on here. So once again, appreciate you, bro. And AD, what's the sign off?
You already know. Please read more manga, watch more anime, and be on the lookout. Only on the lookout for the Big Eyes Podcast.